Hello everybody and welcome back to the Civ 5 Germany No City Barbarian Challenge. And let's continue where we left off. So as I was talking about in my earlier installment of this challenge, I have recently ordered a new headset. It should arrive tomorrow, so this terrible crackling noise that you guys are hearing in my headset will soon be gone and replaced by a more clear and more of a kind of clear tone, you know, more clarity, all that. That's great. And today is a very special day for my channel, as I have recently just surpassed the 1,000 subscriber mark, and this is a huge deal for me. And I just want to extend a thank you to all of you guys for helping me make this happen. It's really awesome. You guys are totally awesome, and yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Pretty soon, in the next few days, I'll be making I guess, a channel trailer, kind of detailing my future plans for this channel, and to kind of give you guys, you know, once again, a very big thank you for allowing me to grow this channel so much. I mean, I couldn't have done it without you guys, so without further ado, I won't get too much into that because I know you guys want to watch the rest of this challenge. If you guys are new to the series or haven't watched the series in a few episodes, we have recently just conquered the Zulu, and the Zulu held Austrian capital, in which we also burned down, I believe, Salzburg or Innsbruck, which was the Viennese capital, and she is no longer in the game, with the exception of her little warrior over here. The only two remaining civilizations that I know of are Byzantium, and I believe we just found Morocco, or maybe that's the Inca. We're about to find out. I'm a little bit colorblind, so I'm not quite sure whose color this is, but I'm almost willing to bet that it's actually not Morocco and the Inca, although I haven't came across the Inca yet, so there's really no reason for me to believe that it's them. As you guys can see, we have a little bit of a army up here. It's nothing big, but you know, we probably won't need that many units to take on Byzantium, although they seem to have a little bit more of a defensive force than perhaps what we're used to in this civilization challenge. For the most part, if you guys haven't been paying attention, or you're just now, you know, joining in and tuning into this series, for the most part, none of the civilizations that I fought have really put up much of a challenge. So I'm thinking that for the next challenge, we're going to bump up the difficulty and go with Emperor. Like I said earlier, I believe the next challenge I'm going to do is with the Ottomans. And would you look at this? It is the Incans. Fantastic. So all we need now is to gather our men, and let's see if we can get past this down here in the south. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. But I'm not going to dedicate too many of my men down there, because I don't want to have them stuck behind subarctic mountains. Being trapped in Siberia is no fun, contrary to popular belief. So we're going to send our units around the mountain pass, and heal some more of our units. We are losing a lot of money, as you guys can see. I'm losing negative 26 gold per turn. So I realize that I'm definitely going to have to start conquering a few more barbarian encampments just to sustain my my army. You know, my men are starving, they need money, they need supplies, and my economy simply cannot provide for that at the moment, because my economy consists only of migrant workers. I guess that's a nice way of saying it. I mean, they're all slaves from our conquests across the continent. See, your army is amassed near my empire. If you wish to attack, then come. Don't hide in the shadows like a child. No, we mean no harm. We're just Germany. I mean, we haven't really destroyed anybody else, have we? I mean, not to your knowledge, anyways. The reason why I didn't declare war immediately on her is because I need my men to be in a better position to attack, as we have a lot of warriors here stuck to the west. I need to get them past the mountain passes through Adrianople and rendezvous with the host army group southeast of Constantinople, where we will make our strike. There's another ancient ruins, as you guys can see. Awesome. Another advanced technology. We got the wheel in this time. Fantastic. Although, at this point, it seems like the challenge will be over very, very soon, so You know, honestly, the technology is no longer a problem, it would seem to me. All we need to do is ensure that everything is in working order. And I think at this point, remember how I was saying that I was going to move my great generals and, not allow them to waste away here in Amsterdam in the coffee shops. We're going to move them south. We're going to move them south central towards the host army group near the Incan Empire. And looks like the Incans are absolutely, or at least partially undefended. I don't really see any units here. I don't know what the hell Pachacuti's doing, but he's making a mistake. I mean, surely he's heard news of the swarms of barbarians that are flying across the continent, but maybe he never got the memo. Maybe he doesn't watch the news. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem like he's prepared, so this will be very, very easy. And if we're lucky, after we burn down Cuzco to the ground, because let's be honest, that's what we're going to do. Oh, no, never mind, it's a capital, we can't do that. Well, after we take his population and force it to work in the mines, the marble mines we have, we're going to find the other cities that he's got, because he's probably going to have several others, and we're going to burn them to the grounds, give our men some culture, and hopefully we can find Morocco. My money's on the fact that Morocco is going to be the southwest of Buenos Aires. I have barely discovered any part of the southwest version of the continent. And so far so good. We'll be attacking Byzantium very, very shortly. And yeah. Looks like another Reformation belief. Morocco. Cool, cool, cool. We don't really need the spearmen, so we'll have him heal up. I have plenty of men, so I'm not exactly worried. But by the same token, we will be sending our worker to regroup and rendezvous with Alundi. However, I'm thinking that because I have so many units here, it's basically overkill, so we're going to have a warrior defend him, as warriors pretty much are the most useless unit I have at this point, considering most of my army at this point consists of hand axes, spearmen, and archers. And I'm kind of torn about Hamilcar Barca here. As you can see, he's a great general. It seems to me that most of the way down here there are no barbarian encampments, but it would be a little bit too much of a risk, at least for my taking, or at least for my liking, to just send him down here undefended. So I think what we're going to do is have him meet up with this warrior over here as soon as... Oh, I think I just made a huge mistake. I'm fairly sure this barbarian archer is going to take Hannibal next turn and slaughter him, but maybe not. Maybe we'll get lucky. I made a huge mistake. It is rather late here, so my brain is a little bit brain dead, but that's okay. It happens. Right, so let's kind of see what's going on in the situation around Cuzco. Looks like there's no defense. This is a pitifully easy difficulty level. I mean, I usually never play King on a single player game, but then again I don't usually play single player, so I figured that because this challenge was so hard I needed to tone down the difficulty to King. Of course that's one step above Prince, difficulty 5, but you know, honestly the AI is seeming like an absolute pushover. This is not really a challenge, it's more of an exercise in patience as we go across the worlds on our world tour of absolute destruction. Once again, we're going to be moving our men into position as they slowly make their way towards Constantinople. Right, so where's the worker at? Okay, there he is. He's defended. Fantastic. Life is great. We're just ensuring that everybody's healed up before we make our move. Next turn, we will be ready to strike on Cuzco. Not quite ready on Constantinople, although we, Constantinople only has a defensive belief of 13, 15 now. Looks like they got smart. Maybe added some walls, maybe didn't, who knows. But they only have 2 cities, which is absolutely pathetic. But then again, we're on Marathon, so they're probably busy doing something else. The reason why I'm seeing my worker up here, as you guys probably already noticed, the marble mines over here are pillaged. And it is our job to unpillage them. So yeah, Cusco is absolutely undefended. That's fantastic news for the Germans. War will be declared next turn. And death will be rained upon the Incans. How sad. Right, so as I said before, to sustain my economy, I will have to continuously pillage these barbarian encampments, take a risk here, and take this. It's fine. I doubt that the brute will be able to take me next turn anyways. And using the newly recruited archer, we will be defending Hannibal Barca. I don't know, it's a Punic name, I don't really know how to pronounce it. And defend both of our generals. Of course, Robert E. Lee is also in there somehow, I'm not really quite sure how, but we don't question it. Cotton, cotton, cotton. Let's have another cotton resource. Why don't we? I will be keeping somewhat of a garrison force here just to defend. And pretty soon we will be making our move. As you guys can see, we are passing the mountain over here to the south and west of Adrianople. And we're about ready to strike on Constantinople. I'd say that we'll probably be declaring war about the same time we're declaring war on the Incans. Oh, there we go. And cool, cool, cool. End the turn so that we can strike next turn. You're right to worry, and it's time for you to die. That may be the only good trade. Well, hey, it looks like the AI doesn't really like me very much. What a surprise. Several unit promotions. Let's go with Barrage. And yet another one. Let's go with Jungle. We're going to go with Barrage for the Jangle. And it looks like this Brute might make a move on my worker. So we're going to have him on standby just in case if he gets any ideas. As I said earlier, we're going to have this lovely archer right here defend both Hannibal and Robert E. Lee on their voyage south to Morocco? I don't really know. I could have sent them east to Byzantium, but Byzantium looks like a pretty easy target, so I'm not too concerned. And I kind of just want to ignore this Brood. I mean, let's face it, they really have no, what's the word? They really pose no threat to my army, so it's all good. I believe we already have incense. Do we have incense? Cotton, cotton, cotton. Sugar, 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 sugar. We don't. You know, I love to pillage things. If you guys have been watching my videos previously, I love to absolutely to pillage things. It, you know, heals your unit, makes everything better. But at this point, I also want incense because I don't have I already don't have an incense luxury. And I accidentally moved my archer a little bit too close, but that's fine. We'll move him back next turn. Just getting all of my units into attacking position. And rain fire down in Cusco. A little bit funny just because I'm currently doing a Let's Play series in Europa Universalis with the Incans, starting as the Cusco, so it's a little bit of a little throwback here. It's like my two Let's Play videos are bleeding in this alternate reality. But thankfully, we are not on the receiving end of this absolute punishment that's about to be doled out. Okay, that's fine, not a big deal. Let's see what we can adapt. Adapting all policies in the Outer Tree will grant gold for each enemy unit killed. It also lets the purchase of great generals. That sounds great. We could use more gold. And we're all about that combat too, so sounds good to me. We're making negative 28 gold per turn. That's absolutely abysmal. But you know what? It's okay. Well, we're going to figure it out. All in good time. I'm going to keep my working units a little bit closer to my city than I normally would, just because they pretty much have no defense going on here at the moment. And I'm thinking next turn will be a nice turn for Theodore to get a little bit of taste of the German armies. Much like the Goths, we will descend upon them and take what is ours, what is rightfully ours. And what's great about the Germans is that everything is rightfully ours. So there will be lots of taking. And let's bombard. Fun, fun, fun. Bombarding is always fun. Seems to me that next turn we will be able to take Cusco. Great, great, great news. Da 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 da. I'm gonna move these guys a little bit closer. Fantastic. And for the most part, life is good. Our men are healing up over here and are ready to strike at any moment's notice, which will be very soon. We will be engaged in a two-front war. And I'd like to call this a proto-world war, as we will basically be antagonizing every single sovereign country in the game at the same time. But it's easy. I mean, I really expected this challenge to be hard, and I'm sure this challenge is hard if you boost up the difficulty level. Unfortunately for us, I did not. So I'd like to apologize to all of you guys who are really looking forward a edge of your seat challenge. Unfortunately, it proves that this is not really challenging whatsoever, but it was still fun. I still really enjoyed doing this challenge, even if it was on King difficulty. And I'm not really a pro Civilization player. I'm not really quite at the deity level yet, like most of you guys seem to be, but I'm getting there, and I'll learn eventually. Cuzco will be taken and will be puppeted. It belongs to me now. And our worker will now be able to repair the marble mines, marble quarry. Really, really good news. Looks like I got another great general. He can join the wave of great generals that are heading to the south. We don't even need them at this point, but this surely can't hurt. Let's see. So, yeah, next turn's going to be a good time to attack Constantinople. I know I've been saying that for the past few turns, but next turn I'm really feeling it. As you guys can see, the barbarians now have composite bowmen, which is great, great news. Let's go with cover, cover, barrage. I don't need my units to die, so I'm going to be strategically... It doesn't seem like they're... Oh, never mind, that's my empire. I was about to laugh at him for having an unhappy empire, but it looks like he has bigger problems, considering there are Barbies absolutely destroying his sheep. Would not want to be a Shope in the Incan territories. Very, very dangerous business. We'll be moving all of our units to the northwest after they heal up a little bit. And next turn we will also be taking this lovely composite bowman, with any luck. Okay, remember how I said last turn how I'd be attacking Byzantium this turn? Well, we're going to do that. First, we need more happiness. Now the Empire is happy. Hooray. And I'm a bloodthirsty one, apparently. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. I've betrayed my word. I never gave you my word. Although I did say that I wouldn't attack you. I guess that is breaking my word. So first things first, the first order of business will be destroying her units. It shouldn't take long at all. And the jungle prevents me from sniping it, so we're just going to wait until next turn, that's fine. And let's take her workers. Moving in on Constantinople. And these barbarians are multiplying like bunnies over here. Okay, so we're going to send one of the archers over here, as the capital region is sorely undefended, and the other one down here to Tenochtitlan to defend and give us some happiness in the process. I'm not going to wait for Patton, as I'm getting American generals here. That would be a very scary thing to have, you know, a German army with American generals. That would just, oof. Don't ever sign me up for the alternative history where that's a reality. That sounds terrifying. Right, so the southern front is going very, very well. We're making a lot of progress as we push forward in our blitzkrieg. Basically our prehistoric blitzkrieg. Oh no, did I lose a unit? Oh no, I didn't. I thought I did for a second. Just a lot of damage being doled out, but that's fine. We got medic. Great. And look at this. Byzantium actually has the biggest defense we've come across. We have 3 warriors and a dromon, but unfortunately the dromon will not be able to help her. But these walls will... Oof. Well, that's why we have some ranged units to soften up, so to speak, the invasion before it gets in. We will definitely be pillaging some of these tiles in an effort to heal our units. And what are we going to do with the worker? I think at this point we should just... delete it. Yeah. We don't want to pay for the upkeep of the worker when they're not even in our territory, working our mines. We need you guys to get closer and closer and closer. But if you need to be healed, stay behind. That's fine. Machu Picchu. Not a very formidable city, but it does have quite a bit of defense at 17. It'll be harder to take than the capital. And we have our first composite bowman. Fantastic. Well, the world is fucked now, let's be honest. I haven't seen any of these civilizations field anything scarier than a spearman and a dromon. I mean, dromons are scary, but I don't have any ports. I really don't have to worry about that. Whatever. If we lose this warrior, not the end of the world. It's just a brute. We are still unhappy. How sad. But we'll be moving our men closer and closer to the prize, including getting our generals into the front, with Patton, who's lagging behind. These men are all healing up. It's good. I believe that the only civilization left in this game that we have not explored yet is Morocco. So let's go ahead and pillage, farm tile improvement. Fantastic. Give some quick HP. Maybe have you guys... we don't even have masonry yet, so never mind. We're not going to do that. We're going to have you guys repair the farms. And, oof. You know, this is not a really good situation to be in, but if he dies, it's okay. Right. So all of the men who need healing will be healed. All of the rest will be joining the fights. As we inch closer and closer to a particularly nasty final solution in which all of the continent belongs to Germany. Very, very scary. And as we move our men closer, fighting a two-front war is a bit confusing as I juggle my men to and fro. I think I'm going to want them to go around to the north of Constantinople. Of course they're going to be bombarded by Adrianople, but that's alright. Not the end of the world. Let's have them start attacking Machu. The sooner the better. And what are you doing, Mr. Archer? Oh, look at that, a barbarian settler. How adorable. I'm sure it's an Incan settler. Flew too close to the sun and got snatched. Very, very unfortunate. You know what? let's also send a unit up here. You never know. There might be another civilization up there, although I doubt it. Might as well get all my bases cleared up, as we do not have satellites. We've lost a unit. Which unit did we lose? We lost a spearman. Wow, well, I didn't really expect that to be so powerful. Now, are Byzantine Dromans ranged units? I mean, I've never really played Byzantine before. I thought that Dromans were, you know, melee units that used Greek fire, but I mean, you project a Greek fire, so maybe it's a ranged unit. I really don't know. All I know is that I absolutely got shreked. So, the more you know. At least we learned that nobody is safe. I'm thinking about just ignoring this barbarian brute, but you know what? We'll see. We're gonna heal Archer up and move more archers in to do more and more damage. Ooh, whoa, I did not mean to do that. I accidentally pulled him back at the last second there, as you guys could see. Not my intention. Yes, why don't we go ahead and grab that worker. Okay, let's see. I really want to kill this Byzantine warrior. He's really bothering me over here. And if I lose a warrior, so be it. Although I hope I don't, of course. But I really need to get out of this bombard range of Adrianople. It's absolutely destroying my men. And I really should have thought this a little bit more through, because I only have one ranged unit, and this entire army. Well, I mean, if you're not counting the hand axe, which is basically a melee unit in terms of range. So we're gonna figure this out. We've killed all the Byzantine military units, so that is a step in the right direction. And as the French would say, en avant marche, as we move our men closer and closer to the prize. I guess I should have never said that, because no self-respecting German would be speaking French battle phrases. That'd be a little bit weird. A civilian was captured by barbarians. Ooh, how did I not see that coming? Well, no matter. We will recover them in swift order. Great, so now that Patton is sluggishly making his way down to join the rest of the group, I am certain to regret that I did not have him over here. That warrior will die next turn. He's mainly just a scapegoat. Not even a scapegoat. I'm not really sure what the term I would use for that is, but he will die and allow my other units to take a little bit less flack in the process. Another warrior to make up for all those warriors that I've lost in conflicts. Right, so we will be bombarding them quite a bit. And it looks like our great generals will make an appearance for this particular conquest. Although they'd be definitely more useful up here with Constantinople, who we are struggling with, guys. This is a struggle. Okay, well, I thought that was a farm that I could pillage. It turns out it's not. Right. I really wish I had more ranged units up here. To that end, I'm thinking that I send my barbarian hand axe, or my recruited hand axe, over there in that direction. I'll also send this over here to help clean up. Right. And we're going to have this unit go up here. And I could probably use more units in the future, just in case if I have to sue for peace with Theodora. I certainly hope I don't, but I really didn't, fully understand the implications of attempting to take a city with 18 defense with only warriors, pretty much. Okay, right. Bombarded by an enemy droneman. So it looks like the droneman is a ranged unit. Very, very unfortunate. But what's not as unfortunate is that Machu will be falling very, very shortly. Because unlike the troops in Byzantium, we have plenty of ranged units to strike down the city from afar. And I'm seeing a lot of desert over here, which makes me hopeful that we can find Morocco. Because we all know Morocco loves desert. That warrior will probably die next turn, that's fine. Oh, he's a medic. Well, maybe not. I'm just throwing my men's lives away because, let's face it, we can't really afford them. We're making negative 30. And there will be a certain point in time where I just start ignoring barbarian encampments, unless I'm passing by them. Let's go improve the wine luxury resource and have a brute defend him. Right. So we're making almost negligible damage here, and to attack the city would be costly. But if I don't attack, I will never conquer the city, so we're gonna have to go for it. I really wish I could pillage these tiles here. Okay, sweet, I can. Very, very cool. With the brute. Oh, looks like we don't have the technology to do that. So we're just gonna have you guys build some mines. Maybe a little bit later we'll have some strategic resources. Let's see. How can I get all of my spearmen in on this at the same time? Well, I could be less of a fool. Oh, okay, hold on. This guy is basically worthless. We just need bodies to throw at the cities of Constantinople. All I need is Constantinople. Adrianople doesn't really matter, so what I'm thinking is that if I throw too many of my spearmen at the walls, they're gonna die, and spearmen are the most important unit that I have right now here. So I've got to deal with what I've got. And in this certain in this situation, it means that I've got to throw away my lesser able men first, have them die so that more ably equipped men can take up the rear. I know that's a bit inhumane, but war is inhumane. As you guys hear, my alarm has gone off. I'm about to end this YouTube video, as the time I believe has reached 35 minutes, give or take. But we'll see if we can't do a little bit more damage in the process of signing off. I believe that I will have enough time to destroy Machu. So let's go ahead and do that. I like to go for, you know, one civilization per episode. Sometimes we get two, sometimes we don't. But the more we kill, the better. Do we want this brute to die? He's a medic, and he's too important. He's not going to die today. But next turn, Machu will fall, so that's great news. Remember I said I was going to pillage those gems? I lied. We're going to pillage those gems. And, oh, this is also a pretty good warrior. But we need to do damage. And I hope I didn't just waste that unit. I probably did. It's a shame because a lot of these units are pretty well upgraded. But, sorry, not Adrianople, Constantinople is at half health. And it's my hope that we can make enough damage to really make a difference here. Maybe we can't. We'll see. So because Manchu will be taken next turn, we're going to start moving our men to the west. Or maybe we'll send some to the east as well, just because, like I said, we are having a bit of a problem in the northeastern campaign. It would help if I could reinforce them a little bit with a few more units. Maybe I'll sue for peace in the next turn. If it's obvious I won't be able to take Constantinople, give myself some more time to rally my troops, especially the range units, as those are the most important in taking cities, since obviously we're not going to be able to recruit any siege units. Theodore, oh my god. Well, wow, okay. She's going to give me Adrianople for peace. Awesome. Let's take that, because We are dropping like flies. We are obviously going to raise the city. Cool. So yeah, this will give us time to regroup, kind of get our shit together. The Germans do not have their shit together, and burning Adrianople was a good choice. All they have is spices, which are not even improved at this point. So we will watch it burn, and burn it will. In the interim, of course, we will be sending reinforcements to the northeast, so that embarrassment never happens again. But at the same time, Machu will be quite the prize to burn to the ground, like every other city. And it is at this time that I will be ending Part 5. But stay with us. Part 6 will be out very, very soon, and my microphone quality will markedly improve. Life's great. And once again, I want to appreciate and thank all of you, or rather I do appreciate and thank all of you for allowing this channel to grow so fast and so quickly. You know, 1,000 subscribers, you guys are awesome, you guys rock. Stay tuned for more, there's always more coming. And once again, thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed this installment. And stay tuned for part 6.